What is absolutely crazy is the Fed not cutting rates. I understand it was a 99% probability that they were going to leave rates unchanged for the fourth straight meeting, but he's saying uncertainty is diminished, but is still elevated. And interest rate futures increase likelihood of rate cuts being and beginning in September. The Fed pause continues even after Trump calls for 100 BPS rate cut. So there's more uncertainty for longer. He's lied about the economy, saying it's in a good state. It's not. It's genuinely not. It's in a solid position. It's not. The labour market's deteriorating, as we've seen on all the charts that we look at, week in, week out. Similar thing, unemployment remains in a reasonable... No, it doesn't. You're just covering up the cracks. You're kicking the can down the road. If you're going to kick the can down the road, at least cut rate cuts. At least give us some rate cuts, because currently, what this is telling me is, truthfully, this is telling me they want this before they want higher prices. Genuinely, they want lower prices before they want higher. And I know the market might be wanting interest rates, but any war news, any fragile news that is coming in that can scare the markets, it will scare the markets, because rate cuts don't look like they're on the horizon, especially at the moment. And the only thing I have been accumulating currently is a little bit of Casper. I did sell a little bit higher, and I am slowly buying back in when it does hit the bottom of this range here. Just playing it a little bit smarter, you see. Learning from my mistakes, as the majority of you probably won't. And I'm buying off. I've made a bottom line on my other account, and it sort of touched it around here. 6.8 cent region, and maybe it's going to come back up to about 7.8 cents as well. You know, forecast with the people who do hold it, it literally reminds me of this region right here. So when it had a massive bleed, slow deterioration for a longer period of time, it probably was shorter here, but this is going to be a lot longer. And if we form a triple bottom here, it's going to be explosive, the breakout. You're not even going to want to sell it. Sort of like what we've seen here. It's going to be an explosive sort of move. It may take a while to build up, and then it's going to go higher. You have to DCA with this sort of thing, because you don't want all your eggs in one basket, especially when you can buy other things which can make you money at the same time, which you're seeing on my portfolio. I actually added some Pepsi today. I want to add more when it goes a bit lower, because to me this looks like a great buying opportunity. I think it's not as good as like Etsy and things, which I've made 50% on, because it could definitely go lower to the COVID low. And I judge it all off the COVID low, because I feel like that's a good ball point to see how good of a deal you're getting. But am I up on the day? Now I'm down 44 cents, but that's just how it be sometimes. And I'd rather be getting dividends from these sorts of simple stocks. Obviously I need stop losses on that, but that's something which we will do in the near future as well for risk. We are heading towards fear, which is good. Sort of reminds me of this region here before exploding higher. So hopefully we get this, and it goes lower and lower and lower, because it will be a longer consolidation, especially if they're not cutting rates yet, which should be good. I also staked some virtual today. I did some heavy research to see if this was useful. I don't think it is, especially because I'm trying to get some Genesis points, because I'm trying to go into a new token launch which is coming, which is called Awake. And this could probably give us some serious numbers, especially with it being in one of the ACP agents. I'm just looking at my portfolio currently. I just need more points, bruh. I've staked virtuals, and I feel like it's a good price that I've got it as well. But I think rather than staking and doing things like that, I think trading and yapping points are probably better. Aside from that, Doki did get listed on Mexi, so it started at 3 cents, went all the way up to 21 cents, and now it's just had a bleed, a nasty bleed. Obviously with these tokens, when they do get listed, you can make a little bit of money as soon as you put it in. You have to be very quick to sell, very quick, because this thing can bleed quickly. Now I think it is getting to a point where you could potentially buy it. It looks at a good range. How much is it up on the day? Like 28%. I'm definitely going to carry on looking at that, you know, because that is a potential Ethereum meme coin, and nobody's actually got hope in it, which is crazy. And this guy's bullish on crypto.
Assets. It's innovation, because there's so many other things that happen around digital assets. And also, it's one of those things that it's one of the most important phenomena that's happening in the world, and the U.S. just ignored it.
In fact, it is an important phenomenon, and this guy just doesn't want to do anything. He's clueless, bro.
Elevated uncertainty, the economy is in a solid position. The unemployment rate remains low, and the labor market is at or near maximum employment. Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat above our 2% longer run objective. In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged. We believe that the current stance of monetary policy leaves us well positioned to respond in a timely way to potential economic developments.
Basically, what he's trying to tell you is he's waiting for major deterioration, and he wants things to tank before he's going to send it to Valhalla, to the billions, bro. That's literally all you need to know. If that's all you take away, that's all that matters, bro. Aside from that, I think I'm pretty sick of what I've seen today, and there's nothing of value. Delusional until it works. All season we're nowhere near, so it's probably a good time to bid, and usually wars are a good time to buy. Crazy, bruh. Crazy time to be alive. It's mad. Just make sure you're on the right side of the trade. Make sure you're not over leveraged. And stay safe, man, because this guy wants your bags going to zero.